As the sun began to rise on June 6, 1944, Lieutenant James Reynolds stood on the deck of his landing craft, preparing for the largest amphibious assault in history, D-Day. The sea, normally calm and serene, now churned with the restless energy of thousands of men aboard the Allied invasion fleet. This was the day they had all been waiting for, D-Day, the day that would change the course of history. In the pre-dawn darkness, the landing craft ploughed through the rough waters, and the first light of dawn revealed the silhouette of the French coastline. The plan was simple, yet monumental. Operation Overlord, the largest amphibious assault in history. The tension on the landing craft was palpable as the soldiers went through their final preparations, checking their equipment and exchanging silent glances. The order came to disembark, and the landing ramps dropped with a resounding thud. The soldiers poured onto the beach under a hail of enemy gunfire. Chaos erupted as the beach became a battleground, with explosions and gunfire drowning out the roar of the waves. Reynolds sprinted across the sand, seeking cover behind the hedgehogs and obstacles scattered along the shore. Bullets whizzed by, kicking up sand, and the air was thick with the acrid scent of gunpowder. The beach, codenamed Omaha, was a killing ground, but the men pressed forward with an unwavering determination towards victory. In the chaos of the enemy gunfire and explosions on Omaha Beach, Reynolds found himself separated from his comrades, alone and vulnerable. As he neared the enemy defenses, he spotted a wounded soldier lying in the sand, unable to move. Determined to press forward and fulfill the objective of establishing a foothold on the beach, Reynolds braved the bullets and risked his own safety. Without hesitation, he dragged the wounded soldier to safety. To his surprise, the wounded soldier turned out to be a German soldier, not an Allied soldier. In a moment of compassion, Reynolds provided medical aid to the wounded enemy. Reynolds' act of humanity resonated with his fellow soldiers, reminding them that even in the midst of war, compassion can prevail. They continued their advance with renewed determination, eventually achieving victory on Omaha Beach. As the sun set on that fateful day, Reynolds looked out at the beach, now transformed from a battleground to a symbol of triumph over adversity. Their actions had changed the course of history. The image of Lieutenant James Reynolds standing strong and resilient amidst the chaos of battle serves as a powerful testament to the bravery and sacrifices made on D-Day.
John Adams, a young soldier of only 19, stands alone in the snowy forest, clutching his rifle tightly. The cold metal presses against his fingers, a reminder of the harsh reality he faces. John finds himself trapped behind enemy lines, surrounded by the German forces. The weight of their presence hangs in the air, suffocating him with a sense of impending doom. The ground shakes beneath John's feet as he witnesses the destructive power of war. His faith wavers, shattered by the reality of his precarious situation. Clutching his rifle, John hides behind the dilapidated wall, his heart pounding in his chest. With only 3 bullets left, he wonders if he will ever see his family again. Sergeant Robert Johnson, a beacon of hope in the midst of despair, approaches John with determination in his eyes. He offers guidance and support, a lifeline in the darkness. In a stroke of fortune, John and Sergeant Johnson stumble upon a hidden cache of supplies. The sight of rations and medical aid briefly lifts their spirits, reigniting their determination to survive. A comrade shares a whispered secret, presenting John and his companions with a chance at escape. The hidden trail through the enemy-infested forest offers a glimmer of hope, but uncertainty still lingers. Together they divide their meager supplies with precision and care, ensuring they have enough to sustain them on their perilous journey. The camaraderie between the soldiers becomes a lifeline, a source of strength in their darkest moments. In a daring display of resilience, John and his companions navigate the treacherous escape route. Each step forward is accompanied by a sense of urgency and dread as they navigate the path that may lead them to freedom or death. The never-ending forest seems to close in on them, suffocating their hopes of escape. Yet the soldiers press on, their courage burning bright amidst the encroaching darkness. As they break free from the oppressive forest, a surge of relief washes over John and his tired companions. They have triumphed against the odds, emerging as survivors from the heart of darkness. John holds his family close, tears streaming down his face as he reunites with the ones he thought he might never see again. As he reflects on his journey, he realizes that the indomitable spirit that helped him survive was not just his own, but a shared strength born amid the darkest days of battle.
Sergeant Anderson, his heart pounding, realizes he must rely on his wits and bravery to survive this perilous situation. Will he be able to hold steadfast against the enemy? Every step he takes is measured, every breath deliberate, as he searches for any sign of the hidden cache that might change the course of the war. With anticipation building in his chest, Sergeant Anderson enters the bunker, realizing he has stumbled upon something significant that could turn the tide of the war in their favor. Sweat beads on his forehead as he painstakingly makes notes, knowing that time is of the essence. He must find a way to get this information to Allied forces. The air crackles with tension as he dials the radio, his fingers trembling. Suddenly, voices in German echo in the distance, closing in on his hiding place. Hands bound and hope fading, Sergeant Anderson's indomitable spirit refuses to be extinguished. He knows he must hold on, for his comrades are still out there, and their mission is far from over. Determination etched on his face seeped. Ramirez knows that if anyone can save Sergeant Anderson, it is him. He is ready to risk everything for the sake of their shared mission. Shadows dance around him as he eludes detection, cloaked in the bravery that guides him forward. He knows that time is running out, and every passing second weighs heavy on his shoulders. Adrenaline courses through his veins as he outruns his pursuers, his freedom beckoning him like a distant torch in the night. Now, reunited with hope, Sergeant Anderson's purpose becomes clearer than ever. Sergeant Anderson and CPL Ramirez watch in awe as these courageous locals join their cause, offering invaluable insight and assistance. Together, they become an unstoppable force against the common enemy. With the resistance fighters by their side, Sergeant Anderson and CPL Ramirez prepare for a surprise attack that will shatter the stronghold's illusion of invincibility. The final showdown is within their grasp. Sergeant Anderson and CPL Ramirez survey the remnants of what was once an impregnable fortress. In their eyes, a reflection of the triumph of bravery, camaraderie, and the indomitable spirit that ensures good always prevails.